Good evening, Samurai. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the Vortex. My name is Ezio, and I will be your guide this evening as we venture forth through worlds, through realms, very much well-travelled at this point, and a bunch of things that don't seem to want to work. For some reason, I've got sound leaking through the void of the PlayStation in the background, at least telling us that it's turned on, and the sound's gone a bit weird on the OBS, and buttons don't seem to want to do what it's doing, and the bot's crashed. So, yes, aren't we off to a splendid evening this evening? Right, okay, give me a second. Let's give the bot a quick boot up the backside, so she can at least come back online. And I say this, hail to each and every one of you. Be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. Welcome. And if you are watching in the YouTube archives and you find yourself enjoying what you're seeing on the channel at the moment, hopefully you'll consider hitting that like button, maybe leaving a comment, or even subscribing. It all certainly helps us out. For those of you who couldn't join us on the previous leg, oh, the bot's back. For those of you who couldn't join us on the previous leg of our journey, we ventured forth across the mighty Kamurocho, doing many things. And by that I mean fighting continuous amounts of goons with various different weapons in order to level up our weapons. We're now on Sejima, and I probably have some heat actions to do, and more fighting to do, more booze to drink, more food to eat, and then even more fighting to do, so yes. Hail, Real Spawn. Welcome. And I think the Discord server is now woken up, or it may have already woken up and I just didn't notice, but it's now sorted as well. So, before something else goes wrong, come, join me as we once more step foot into the Vortex as we continue to travel and traverse the world, the realm that is Yakuza 5 Remastered. Our destination lays before us, the controls are set, and as always, the PlayStation is turned on and ready to go. Don't know if you can hear that in the background, but it's certainly coming through my speakers. So, let us go. I did have the control set, I've changed the controls, now I've set the back, so let us go. Shall we? Boop. Do I start on water or do I have wine? There we go. No, I'll keep on the wine. Balls to it. That's the wrong screen. Wait. What? Oh, no, yes, that's right. Yes, okay. That's the game coming through. Yes, it is. Oh, okay. For a minute there, I thought there was no sound from the console. And it's right, there is no sound from the console because the sound comes through the desktop, so I can keep the soundboard working. I forgot how I configured my own settings there. That's leading us off to a good evening, isn't it? Oh, today is also our lucky day, apart from we're not doing any gambling, so that's unfortunate. Onwards, where actually did we get to? Weapon skills. We were still working on the hammers. Do we have some hammers we can use? Yes, we have 2 tuners and a snowman hammer. Do we think we can get through all of this before we lose all of the weapons? Let us find out by finding a nearby goon. Look! Nearby goon! I'll huddle him up. Mr. Goon, I wish to slap you very hard with this frozen fish. I see what you did there, getting your friends, so I got as many hits on them as possible. Neat. Oh, so much for me tuna. Good job, I always bring a spur. Yes, you should be. Oh well. Ooh, hosts. A regular John West, yes. You like tuna? You want tuna? Have this tuna. I'm afraid, good gentlemen, I no longer have a tuna. I do have the snowman hammer, however. Isn't he adorable? I don't think we're going to get this before we run out of the health on our hammer, are we? Oh, well. Quickly, back to Kamiyama Works. Land of the potatoes and great crafting of things. Let's do this. This should be quick. There we go, that loosens them up. Behold the snowman hammer. Beware the snowman hammer. Yes, you should be sorry. No. Right, yes. That works. Does that count as a hammer? I'm guessing it doesn't. Hello, last minute continue. Welcome. Thank you very much for the resub. 52 months in a row. Much appreciated, Samurai. Welcome back to the Inner Circle. Don't know why I still say that, because I don't know what it actually means. Him trying to crawl away for his life whilst a man built like an American... well, built like an American fridge walks towards him with a snowman hammer. Yes. Isn't Yakuza great? I love this franchise. Still don't know where I got that music from. I assume I heard it when I was a kid on the TV or something. Unless I composed it myself, in which case I should really try and write it down. Turn it into a grand clarinet symphony. No, wait, that's the wrong word. Symphony! That's the thing! I mean, first, the clarinet needs all the sympathy it can get. It is known as the torture stick for a reason. I'm tempted to learn the oboe as well, but I don't know anyone who could teach me the oboe. Also, oboes are expensive. And vintage saxophones online don't sell oboes because they're not a saxophone. Then again, they sell clarinets as well, which are equally not a saxophone. Right, I see a willing volunteer. And thus, we shall equip the tuners of power, as well as the fortune hammer, to try and make back some of the money we've lost. Greetings, noble squire. Dressed in your beanie and tracksuit and funny shoes. Have you heard of the almighty tuner? Behold! Yeah. You have heard the word of the tuner. Fare thee well. Hosts. We shall use the special hammer on these dudes. Their stupid hair, but nice suits. Well, 2 of them have nice suits. Well, 3 of them, and then just random dude in tracksuit, because why? Not one of them wears braces, though. They've missed a trick with that. Or a waistcoat. Then again, waistcoat would be like Kiryu level of classy. In my mind. It's probably not Kiryu, actually. I think Mashima, but he never actually wears a shirt. Did I literally just go through 2 tune? I went through a tuner and a fortune mallet in that one fight. That's kind of depressing. Might as well try and stick close to here then, because we're going to have to go back to Kamiyama work soon enough. Oh look! An angry dude! What do we do with the angry dude? That's correct, chat. We feed him a fish! Hey, there we go. The power of the tuner was with us. Right, that is hammers done then. That's the wrong item. Wrong menu? Menu's the word I'm looking for. There we go. All left side. Happily and done. Now, to do all of this over my head. Cali sticks next, I do believe. But Cali sticks are fairly quick. Go this way. No, Oni-san, no. Oni-san, no. Oh, no, do not be distracted, Ezio. Do not be distracted from the sound of the cute girl. Do 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 do. So ends Seijima's running theme. For more such cases of this, please subscribe on Patreon. Why did I not say Patreon? Because I do not have a Patreon. Why would I have a Patreon? I have nothing to offer. I barely have enough time for myself. Let alone making... Well, I barely have enough time for most things I do, let alone making extra content for Patreon. Where are the bleeding Kelly sticks gone? Tompa? No, not Tompa yet. Aha! Okay, we've only got one level, haven't we? Cool, that should keep us going for the moment. Item. I choose you. And you. And also you. There is another goon, who's dressed in naught but a tracksuit, some stupid sunglasses, and weird white shoes. So they'd probably be quite easy to take on and off. That was quick. probably open the spreadsheet as well. Oh yes, I've still got a Shinada thing to do. I keep missing Shinada, apparently. Essence of finishing Knuckle, which needs Knuckles, and then two Kiryu things, and a Shinada thing. Cool. Oh dear. Those have now ran out of steam. Level 5 already. Yes. No. Not yet. Your time will come. But first I must swap out the broken sticks in my inventory, lest I completely waste my time. Oh. I could probably just replace them with all of these, can't I? I can't use that yet. I can't use either of those yet. Okay then. Swap those over. But the rate I'm leveling this, it shouldn't take me too long. Right, spike the Taiko sticks. Right, now, who called me that unfortunate word earlier? You! You called me the word. That was not the bird. Well, that worked. I'm also sobering. I should probably... Oh, wait, you were in... Oh, whatever. Nope. Well, kind of. It kind of worked. Go. Huzzah. You should be sorry. I got mud upon my shoe because of you. I still don't have enough levels. That's annoying. Darby. How do you get through the tediousness? A lot of alcohol and good company. Though some Saturday afternoons, I do admit that I do nearly fall asleep on stream just from the monotony of doing these grinding exercises. That's why I've started drinking coffee. At least on the afternoon streams. Now that it's now winter and I can actually drink coffee without overheating. There we go. Should have given us enough to unlock the cutie girl sticks. Huzzah. That kind of annoys me. Any other dudes around here? Ah, yes, good. One. I mean, it costs them the same to get a partially damaged thing repaired as a completely broken thing, so... Oh well, I didn't lose much for that. There we go. That gets rid of another one. Use item box. And then we dump our destroyed Kali sticks into the item box. And pick up that. And I suppose the double leaks as well. Every little helps, etc., etc. Abilities, where are we? 7! Yeah, we're getting there. Let's go and get a whiskey. Ah, no. First, we're going to fight this dude. Hello. I hear you like magical girl anime. I present to you these ones. Alas, I am not Sailor Moon. Nor do I particularly want to imagine Sejima in a miniskirt. It just seems wrong. Okay. Yeah. Have I decided what I'm having? I will have this rum. I haven't really touched much at the bottom end of this list before. I apparently had enough. That is a shame. Oh well, right. There we go. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Multitasking. Huzzah, I did that without crashing into the wall. I came very close to crashing into the wall, but I did it without crashing into the wall. Right, let's continue it. I mean, we need to go up to Kamiyama Works anyway and get some stuff repaired, so I might as well see if there's any goons knocking around. How we we could also go and get some... Actually, no. I'll give the Korean barbecue a miss, and we'll... I don't know. Kyushu #1 star. I feel like going after a ramen bowl. As I walk past the alien who's driving a car through Kamurocho. Bye-bye. Yes, hello. Bye-bye. Arigatou gozaimasu. Domo. I wish to reload all of these things. A great pain to my poor wallet. Oh, that's it. Thank you. Right. Aha. Oh, hold on a minute. There we go. I don't have enough to do that yet. But I do have enough to hit them across the head with some leaks. I could fight you. Or I could immediately just... That didn't work to plan. Oh, that really didn't work to plan. Okay, let's try this again. No, get off. My cunning plan has not worked. No. Really not. Okay, fine. Yeah, right, now I've got some... Oh. No, these goons are actually smarter than most. They are, well, I was going to say they were keeping their distance, but they're not now. Bonk, bonk. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. You have a baseball bat. You go first. There we go. I am an idiot. Yes, you are. Very much so. Hello. I appreciate your style, but unfortunately you've picked a fight with me now. You must not die, but probably go to the hospital. Through the power of love. You are now unconscious. Oh, problem solved. Remember, children, many problems can be solved through the power of love, kindness, and getting a man built like an American fridge to beat you over the head with a magic wand. Yes. So how far through your Oh My Goddess? What long are you? We are up to about halfway through, I think. Behold! We've just had the beach episode. One Piece should be next, not happening. Though I still probably should finish watching. I got to the Alabaster arc when I was trying to rewatch it. And that was as far as I got, really. What's next on the list, actually? Hey, there we go. Level 9. Was it Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Might be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Or was it something else? Unless it was the rebuilds of Evangelion. Wait for the moment! Oh my goddess. Just, yeah. You've brought it up now, so I had to. Joshua looked very good in that swimsuit. Yes, she did. Don't know why I just said it like that, but there we go. Oh, wait, I was heading down to the ramen shop, wasn't I? I needed to mention to bring it up. Well, if you hadn't mentioned it, it probably would have been Rosalina, because the amount of Rosalina fan art I'm getting at the moment is just truly astounding, and I love it. None of us. True, very true, very true. Unless you're new here, in which case you probably have no idea what I'm wittering about, so there we go. Apart from the word waifu, actually, no, my goddess is popular enough that most people would know who she is. I think most people know who Rosalina is at the moment. The internet's completely lost its marbles over her in the new Mario movie trailer. Greetings, apprentice. I shall have some of this. I will ignore that, and I will have some of this. And maybe this. Wait a minute. I have still eaten cashew nuts. Evil, evil things. The masses have realized she is superior to Peach. This is indeed very true. Though I did like Peach in the Mario Brothers movie. I'm kind of curious to see what the whole Bowser-Luigi dynamic is in the new one as well. Is it going to be basically just Bowser is actually genuinely befriends Luigi? Or is it going to be one of these where, no, I know there's good in you, and he just suddenly goes, I was tricking you, you fool. I do not know. I'm hoping it isn't that the latter. I hope it is one of those where they actually do treat the friendship legitimately, but it's also Super Mario Bros. So, yeah, we'll see. Actually, come to think of it, Bowser and Luigi don't really actually get that much interaction in the games, do they? They probably get them in the Mario and Luigi series, but in terms of the mainline games... So it's Yakuza 1 then. What? Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I get you now. Like Nishiki, where it's... I know there's good in you! And it's just, well, technically there was in the end. Otherwise he wouldn't have sacrificed himself. Poor Nishiki Brun. Oh well. Yes, you lost, and I've ran out of blasted Cali sticks. I'm gonna have to go off now and try and get some new ones. No. Just no. Bugger off. I'm going to hide from you in this bar, which is actually a pub. Though it looks like a bar. Let us have some brandy. It's almost Christmas. Brandy. Yeah, I don't tend to find British and Irish pubs look like that. I went to an Irish pub in Kyoto, and it actually looked like a proper pub. So I'm not entirely sure what the whole deal with that one is. Probably just easier to design the interior like that. More like an American bar, as far as my knowledge of American bars go. Oh no, never been to America. But I've seen them on TV, and they look kind of like that, apart from that one in Cheers, which actually looks like a proper pub. Which also cameoed in Fallout 4. I think it was Fallout 4. Fallout 4 or Fallout 3. It was definitely in a Fallout. Oh, maybe New Vegas. Technically, this chance it could have appeared in any of the 3D in the open world Fallout games, basically. Oh no, all Fallout games are open world. The first person. Yeah, I don't know. Someone is Christmasio making an appearance. Oh, Christmas. That's a trick that kind of doesn't work. What? When am I going to turn up on stream in a Santa hat? I'm not. I've never done that. Nor will I. Unless you're questioning when Christ will make an appearance, at which point, I suppose, you know, Christmas Day, as is tradition. Though it is good, though technically, I suppose, because Christmas Day is a Thursday, I might stream that evening. I don't know. I suppose it depends how drunk I am. I might do a Boxing Day stream instead. And then, of course, there's the obligatory New Year's stream, which is... I don't know what we'll be playing. Rate of progress, probably not Yakuza. So I don't know. When has that stopped you before? This is true. This is true. Depends how I feel. I might be nappy. He's gotta go club. Oh, this fight might be the end of the Cali sticks then. I'm gonna let him call them. Yeah, that would have worked better if it actually was facing them. There. Okay, that trick's not working as well as it should. Aha! There we go. Boosh. Right. Alley stick's done. Next, Pomfa. Can we sneak past this dude? Yes. Right. So we've done Cali Sticks, now on to Tomfa. Iron Tomfa, Steel Tomfa, slashing, slashing, slashing. There we go. Oh, yes, that's right. I don't have enough skill level with the smashy table leg things in order to actually, you know, use the smashy table leg things. I can kind of understand with a slashing Tomfa because I might accidentally stab myself, but with the steel, I don't think I'm going to cause that much damage. Right. Quick save, just in case anything happens. I don't know if he was the one shouting at me or not, but I mean, he's the one here now. There we go. Now we can use the steel Tomfa. Blast. Maybe I should get some more steel Tomfa when I'm next at Kamiyama Works. I don't know. That's another level at least. Bonk. No, you don't. It ended before he even hit the ground. I need 2 more levels. Can I make it to the restaurant before he catches up? Yes. Then it's just a case of, can I get down to the taxi rank before I get collared by somebody and end up in a fist fight? No, I think you can still do a pacifist run in Outer Worlds 2, but it seems much, much harder. Did I do a pacifist run in Outer Worlds 1? No, I distinctly remember shooting a lot of shrimp in the the Outer Worlds 1. Definitely shooting a lot of mutant shrimp and laughing maniacally as I did so. Though I did spend a lot of my time... Shrimps, Theo! Yes, indeed. I think there's a clip of that, actually. Just burn shrimp. But anyway, yes, no, I try in that sort of game like Fallout and Mass Effect. It's a case of, yeah, I just try and negotiate my way out of most issues. Yes. Still feel guilty about the Outer Worlds 1, where I ended up just killing a bunch of just locking a bunch of innocent plague victims up in a thing, which ended up being the wrong was the wrong decision, because if I'd actually given the settlement a chance, then it would have worked better. But whatever. Ah well, maybe I'll replay the Outer Worlds one day. Maybe. I did very much enjoy the game. Still need to get back to Fallout technically, but if it comes to giant open world games, technically I should move more through Final Fantasy XIV than through Fallout 4. Because, yeah, I've been on Final Fantasy, yes. Well, I was never going to move quickly through 14, let's face it. No. 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 Yes. Bugger off. Hello. I'm here to repair some weapons. I'm also here do not craft anything because I have no inventory space left. Right. Now... Aha. Nope, hold on. I forgot to re-equip them again. Yeah. By the time I've got through these two, I should hopefully get at least a couple of levels, in theory. That won't. Oh, that's one level at least. I think it was 2 levels I needed for the slashing tomper, at which point... Oh, I was supposed to do the nunchucks next. Oh dear, what a pity. We're going to do something more entertaining. Well, at least something that levels up a bit quicker. Right, so... What's the slashing tomper level 6? Slashing tomper's level 6. Right, let's see if we can find one more set of goons to fight. Actually, maybe not. I'm just going to go back to Kamiyama Works and get these repaired again. Really, really should think about getting myself some more steel tomper. But, eh. Hello. I wish to repair these weapons, please. Or possibly reload. I don't know how that works. Thank you. Goodbye. Nope. Nope. Oh, right, yes, re-equip. That looks like it could be a goon. It is a goon. I see the pink speech bubble. Greetings, Senor Goon. I appreciate your shirt and your suit, but unfortunately you must now be bludgeoned. There we go. Also, a dude down here. Nope. Aha! There we go. When this burns out, I can then use the slashing tomper. Well, I mean, I can use the slashing tomper now, but I might as well just burn this one out while it's equipped. Metro Exodus, that's another game that I really should revisit on the stream. Kingdom Hearts 1, Metro Exodus. 2 games that I started with. There was also an NX stream of me playing the ending, finishing up Metro Last Light, but it was an NX, so it was never archived. I just did that so I could finally finish Last Light and get the bit of story before we started Exodus. Or before I started Exodus, because I started playing Last Light before I started streaming. I should just do a run of all the Metro games. Not a big fan of horror, and they are very claustrophobic, and they do put me on edge, but I do remember them being quite good. Apart from the gas masks in... Oh yes, that's what happened in Last Light. I ran out, I managed to miscalculate, and I was like working on very limited gas mask supplies. No, it was a strain. It was a strain. As for Kingdom Hearts 1, I just really want to find out if I actually 100%ed that game or not. I don't think I did. I think I played it on normal difficulty because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I don't think I 100%ed it. I know I certainly didn't do the secret boss. I don't think I did the secret bosses in Kingdom Hearts 2 either, now that I think about it. Certainly didn't Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe if Kingdom Hearts 4 ever sees the light of day, I might go back and do everything. I might do 100% runs of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Just to clear them off the books. I don't know if I'd go through all the side games doing the 100%ing. Doubtful. I wouldn't mind seeing Aqua again, though. Hey, old Papa Boris, welcome. I am far too tired to try and wrap my head around that pig Latin, so I'm just gonna say, hail, Papa Boris. Oh, there we go, another level, level 7, marvelous. Yeah, I'll let you ring in reinforcements. Go. Doesn't a slashing tome for defeat the entire purpose of them? No, but I think the blade is certainly configured in the wrong orientation. Because when you look at the way that Sejma's hitting these people and you see the direction the blade's pointing, technically if you wanted it to be slashing, it'd be rotated 90 degrees, so it would actually slash with the swing instead of as it is, where it would just be a flat piece of metal bouncing off them and probably just scratching them slightly. Bit of a weird design, must admit, but whatever, whatever. Who am I to question the devs on such great and glorious plans? It's just an offset knife at this point. No, I can see it working, just not in the way that the model presents it. How many slashing dumper have I got? I've got one left. Oh dear. Now, yeah, the underhand and the upper hand I can understand. Okay, yeah, that kind of works. Going down and up, that works. Left and right, not so much. Never said it wouldn't work, it just defeats the point of them. It's like a painter took a photo to show off his painting in a gallery. Does it work? Yes. Is it optimal? No. You go this way to Kamiyama Works and repair the things, and then work my way down to the save to pick up more things. That sounds like a plan. Does it sound like a plan? Yes, of course it sounds like a plan. Let us also stop by here and get some beef soup, while some angry man shouts at me. All I can eat. Just some spicy beef soup. Thank you. どうも。ありがとうございます。 Do do do. Do do do. Hello. Repair. No, that's it. Okay, bye. Right. Let's change it up a little bit. So, instead of working our way organically down to the Millennium Tower, we are going to use a taxi down to the bottom of the map, get the 2 extra slashing tonfa from the item box, and then work our way up to, I think, Proton Bar. That was the wrong place. I am an idiot. Oh well. But, yeah. Well, I've got them fully repaired, I suppose. Hello. Your face is weird and that jacket's ridiculous. Your friends are dressed so much better for you. There we go. Proton bar. No, save point. That's why we came down. Oh, Marshal. No, Ezio, be strong. Resist the Marshal. Though it would most certainly be a nice change of pace from what we're doing at the moment. Oh, that's what I did last time. I had the self-defense ruler as my third item, didn't I? Yeah, of me, but there we go. Anyway, right, up to Proton Bar. Might play Mahjong late. Ooh, no, I know what I can do. Let's see how many gold plates... Well, let's see how much money we've got off the plate at the moment, because we've certainly picked up quite a few. No pocket watches. That's a shame. I am here to sell. Nope. 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 Yes. Oh! Is that all? Right, well, we'll get rid of 24 gold platinum plates, 26 gold plates, 14 silver plates, 7 bronze plates, and 10 iron plates, for a total of 6 million yen. Yeah, it works. And now we're back over the 20 million yen mark. So we have made back some of the money we lost. Most of the money we lost. Yo, it's this way. I think. But it isn't. It is this way. Because Cafe Alps should be bang in front of us. Cafe Alps is indeed bang in front of us. As is Goon in Minecraft glasses. Yeah, you can't really say that word anymore, Ezio. What? Glasses? Yes, I can. I am wearing glasses. This is a glass. If I had two glasses, they would be glasses. Goon. What pervert? I mean, the hosts. They probably are. But I speak as I dress, with a certain old-world charm. Well, I call it charm. Derangement is another word, I suppose. The marketing system in this game is a bit weird sometimes. Not gonna lie. Ah, there we go. That is... Oh, well, that was level 8. Never mind, I got excited there. Are you aware what it means these days? No. Nor do I probably care. Only difference is he says waifus, not broads. I think the man has a point. You do indeed have a point, my dear hoodlum. Yes, you do indeed. I'm one step away from sitting here with a pipe. No, wait. Cigar, I suppose. If we're going like American 1920s, I suppose it'd be a cigar rather than a pipe. 1920s England, I'd be sat here with a pipe. I mean, apart from the obvious, you know, non-health benefits of it, well, then again, that's a bit dubious in places. It's very much a case of pipe smoking, like cigar smoking, requires you to sort of sit there and just, like, think for about an hour. And though I would quite happily sit there and think for about an hour, probably couldn't do that because I have far too many things to do. There is an old boy who I occasionally see walking back from town, however, who just trundle along with his shopping bags with just smoking a pipe, and it's just... I wish I could be that cool. Right, you two stay there for a moment while I work out where my Tomfer is. There we go. How do I put this in a PG way? Ah, no. Throw a Urban Dictionary link in the tavern on the Discord server? I think that'd probably work. Suffice to say, it's banned in November. I applaud you for getting that point across. Yes. Okay. Obviously. Shaving. Good to know. Right. What's that? Oh yeah, Proton. Well, some say shaving helps. But... It's cute, though. I mean, there has been a word to describe that in the English slang vocabulary for as long as I've been around. All of a sudden, oh, the word goon means it, and it's just, no, it doesn't. That just shows you're a kid. In my day, they were known as wankers. This is the true word. And I can say that on stream because every schoolboy across the land knows that word. So, haha! Take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it, good sir. I have claimed victory upon this evening. Broad at the moment just doesn't have the same ring to it. No, it really doesn't. It also makes me sound... I'm not saying that word. It also makes me sound not out of any sort of rule of the channel. I just think that's a stupid word. And so many connotations. No, I'm not saying that. Or in ancient Greece. Yes, no. What was I saying? I don't drink, nor do I particularly enjoy alcohol. But damn, does this game make them look delicious. It does. It does. It is also the only way I'm ever going to actually sample some of these bottles of whiskey, because if you look them up, they're like £1,000 each, and it's just no. But yes, Broad at the moment really does not sound like it works. Maybe if I had like a Bugsy Malone accent, then maybe it could work, but no, Wife of the Moment is definitely more fitting for me, let's face it. I hate that movie. What, Bugsy Malone? Didn't even know it was a movie, to be honest. I just gained it through pop culture osmosis. It sounded like an American gangster, so there we go. Just mentioning gangsters, I really should watch The Godfather at some point. If only to stop criticism down the pub of the fact that I've never seen The Godfather. My brother was in a play of it and wouldn't stop playing the damn movie non-stop at home. I mean, it's fair enough if you're learning for a part. Especially in that childish way of, I need to do all of this now. I was checking where we were with the weapon leveling. We've got 2 levels left to go on this one, and we don't need any health because we've not really lost that much health. I should also check, where are we? How am I going to do this? Hello. You'll do. Hello, Mr. Yakuza. Also, interesting enough, the franchise is called Yakuza, and yet none of the main characters are actually Yakuza. Oh no, sorry. No. Well, technically he wasn't when he was playable, which was Majima. Kiryu was a Yakuza for just the opening of Yakuza 1, or Kiwami in our case, and he's not been a Yakuza since. Sejima... Is Sejima still an active member of the family? Or is he on hiatus at the moment because he was in prison? Actually, no, maybe Sejima is a member of... Is he still a... Oh, no. No, no, Zero. Kiryu is still a Yakuza. Was Majima a Yakuza? Majima might have just been a Yakuza in disgrace. We've played more games in Yakuza as non-Yakuza than we have as Yakuza, is the point I'm trying to make. Majima was playable in Kiwami 2, and he was also active in the Yakuza. Okay, fair enough. Kiwami 2, yes, Kiwami 2 was him as the captain, wasn't he? Wasn't it? Because we had that whole mission of going to find Majima to convince him to be the captain of the Tojo clan. At which point, in 4, he was superseded by Sejima, because, let's face it, if you're going to have a captain of the Tojo clan, Sejima is a better bet, while Majima was off running around playing construction. And in fairness, he and his team did a good job. I mean, Kamurocho Hills does look very nice. I actually have more faith in him than the people who actually built the buildings at work, to be honest. I think they'd probably stand up a bit longer, but also they're Japanese, and the Japs are known for their perfections. Anyway, Ezio, you could not have picked a worse example of a tough guy gangster than Bugsy Malone. A child. He's a child. B, it was a musical. I don't know! It was the first word that came to mind! Sorry, first name that came to mind, not word, name. There we go. I'll have to look it up at some point then. I am curious. Yeah, I've got enough weapons. I've learned something new though, so there we go. And to answer the previous question posed by chat, this is how I keep myself entertained throughout the monotony. I drink, I chat with interesting people. Even if it is chat slowly wearing me down. Into cackling menace. Of derangement. And bouncing off the padded walls of the asylum. Oh wait, no, that's work. No, definitely work. No, chat doesn't get that honor. Why didn't you pick somebody called Al Capone or Scarface or Abe the Goda? Because I forgot Al Capone and Scarface existed, and I have no idea who Abe the Goda is. Don't even know if I'm saying his name right, because I playing Yakuza, I saw someone to say Abe, and that's probably an American name rather than a Japanese name. Abe being Japanese, Abe being obviously The Simpsons. Anyone down here? Yes, this goon stood menacingly next to the Club Sega. That'll do. Oh, I don't have a heat action with Sagemo with the Tompa. Interesting. Maybe that's because it's made up, and he's got a special one for the knuckles. He should have picked Humphrey Bogart in The Big Sleep, but not a gangster. I have heard of The Big Sleep, but I know next to nothing about it. Oh, they ran away. What a pity. Sorry, Ezio, no matter how many times you say it in earnest, that word is ruined now. What word? Goon? That sounds like a you problem. That, not a me problem. I am not young, nor am I hip and down with the kids. I have no idea what most of their language is. There was something about a toilet, and that was about the point I decided, nope, I cannot be bothered anymore. They are goons, though. They are indeed. Thank you, chap. Neither am I. But even I know what that means. Skibbity toilet, yes. Skibbity just sounds like jazz scat singing, and toilet is a toilet. I do not understand. Skibbity has apparently actually made it into the Oxford Dictionary now, which is depressing. Not as depressing as watching some woman from the Oxford Dictionary sat there on the BBC breakfast couch trying to explain what the word actually means. At which point the conclusion was it doesn't mean anything. At which point, oh, well, why is it in the dictionary then? Surely for a word to be in the dictionary, it must have a meaning. Also, all I know is that there is that word, and it is a case, and I've seen a thumbnail or a picture of some description of a Gmod man sticking his head out of a lavatory. And that is about as far as I understand that. It's just, okay, that is a thing. Congratulations. I am very confused. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it. And what it seems weird and scary to me. I was never it. In it, with it, I don't know. Never mind, I'm gonna go and eat some ramen. No. Barbecue. It is a man, and then the... Wait, what? It is a man who pops out of the toilet and sings a dumb song. Then it's got its own lore and universe. What next? An entire spin-off Zelda game about the man who's trapped in the toilet in Termina? What? Not anymore. TikTok, not anymore. Kids on TikTok invent words and then the dictionary website goes along with it. Of course it bloody does. Worst part is the guy who made it used to make actually good content, like detective Nigbone? Is that like a parody of Nigel Farage? I don't get it. Okay, then. Nigel Farage is a Met detective solving cases of lost fossils. And then he goes down to the pub and insults some immigrants. Yeah, that sounds like something that... okay, yeah. A GB News special. Now I want my Zelda spin-off to be napping the guy who is asleep at the main base in Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, that's what we... That's certainly what we need more of. More Tears of the Kingdom content. No. I don't even want to touch the new Hyrule Warriors that's come out. I just don't. I was kind of curious about the Age of Calamity one, but I really do not want to touch the newest one. Just too many bad memories. Maybe if I ever steal the idea off Last Minute Continue to have a pick your poison list, maybe I'll add that as a game that chat can force me to play, but I really, really do not want to go anywhere near that particular part of the Zelda timeline ever again. I could probably play Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild isn't utterly tainted for me, but Tears of the Kingdom just insults me on such a deep and spiritual level that I can never ever bring myself to play that game again, apart from maybe that one mini game that I apparently missed. And isn't that bloody typical? A game I spent so long on, a game I put so much effort into, and I still managed to miss an entire mini game. I have the 100%. Technically, I have the completion, but I don't like it. I do not like it that I've missed a mini game. Why not? It has sexy goat man in it. He is not sexy, and he is indeed a goat man, and complete and utterly pointless. Then again, I suppose he had more about him than the King of Hyrule in Breath of the Wild, so sure. Skyrim. Oh, good lord. Me trying to 100% Skyrim? Oh, that would take some mental gymnastics that I don't even think I'm capable of anymore. Vodka. We shall have the vodka. Ezio. Lady Pura. She is the one shining light in all of it. Short-haired Zelda. Very cute. Lady Pura. Indeed, the shining beacon that made it just palatable. Also, Zelda stole her house, and I'm still pissed off about it. She has a castle. She is literally the queen of the land. And instead of rebuilding her kingdom, rebuilding the guard, rebuilding the castle as a center of governance, no, she's going to steal Link's house, his childhood home, and then she's going to build a school and play as a school teacher as she pretends to be an archaeologist. Why was everyone still calling her princess? She wasn't the princess. Either she is the queen, or she just doesn't have a title, and she is Zelda. But no, of course she's still the princess, because it sounds cute. I really, really hate that game. Technologically brilliant, some very fun moments. But a few fun moments does not a good game make. Nope. Oh, yes, he is. And also, how the hell was he pointless? He is literally the reason you survived. And B, we're able to power up. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, I concede. Goat Man was not pointless. But I don't think he's that sexy. Was in the middle of typing, but Zelda stole your house. Yes! Oh yeah, and the final boss was great. Okay. The final boss fight was what I hoped it to be in Breath of the Wild, where you actually have the sages come together and fight by your side. There are a few good things in that game. I concede that. There are a few good things in that game. Lady Pora, the final boss fight. Really do wish that they had that in Breath of the Wild, where you had like the racers come together and join you in Hyrule Field, or just the sages come to aid you in the final fight against Pig Ganon in Hyrule Field. But whatever, we will gloss over that. We got that in Tears of the Kingdom. Still pissed off that the Master Sword, even though it was fully restored, it still breaks. Then there was the body horror of Zelda turning into a dragon. I really don't like body horror at the best of times. So yes, it is what it is. But anyway, yes, I just, dude, I can sing the praises of a few parts of that game. Certainly, I can't find the good in it. But I can also find a lot of bad. At least with Breath of the Wild, I could theory craft around the story, and you know what? Some of my theory crafting I was quite happy with, and I thought sounded pretty good. Tears of the Kingdom was just basically, oh yeah, everyone's got amnesia, or oh no, you did actually spend all that time in Breath of the Wild doing everything. Nah, everyone's just forgotten who you are. Sorry about that, but you know, swings and roundabouts. You're the hero after all. By the way, Zelda stole your house. Oh, and she's playing headmistress. Well, you know, Pura's grown up and she's now sexy, so, you know, that's a thing. Zelda could be a princess regent. She'd need a king at that point. No, she should be the queen. She is literally the heir to the Hyrulean crown. She should be Queen Zelda and she should be living in the castle. I don't know why they decided they didn't want to make her the queen. I think it's just because it's the Disney thing of princess sounds cute. And admittedly, she was very cute with her hair cut short like it was, but still. I mean, in Breath of the Wild, when you finished one of the Divine Beasts, you at least got a cutscene of Link and his friend from 100 years ago. You had that connection, and it's brilliant because it adds character. Whereas, what do we get when we sort out all of the things in Tears of the Kingdom? Oh, well, we just get the same story told a little bit differently by a sage we've never met. They just appear and go, I am the sage, blah, 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 and that's it. It's just, oh, wonderful. That's just the same cutscene that we've seen every time so far, where Zelda turns up, tells you, will you fight beside my swordsman in the future? And they go, yes, my power will be yours, princess. And it's okay, fine. Stupid. Really stupid. Also, I'm fairly certain Zelda wants to make Hyrule a democracy, but the royal lineage needs to stay because it holds a holy power. But it's been 100 years! There has been 100 years without a royal family. They all died and everyone just got on with their lives in their little fiefdoms and it was brilliant, it's fine. And there is your democracy. And then Zelda turns up and for some inexplicable reason, it's not just she joins the world as it is now, where there is no royal family, and therefore it's a case of, yes, I am the princess, and then everyone just calls her the bloody princess. It's just... And you idiots! Have you decided, oh, well, no, her first name must be Princess. Her second name is Zelda. Okay, she is the Headmaster Princess Zelda. It's just... It is dumb.
It's really dumb. The writing is dumb. I do not like the game. Annoys me. It just annoys me. I'm sorry. If you love it, all the power to you, but it annoys me deeply, very, very deeply. Much to the entertainment of most people who can just mention it, and I go off on one of these rants because it is just such a She is literally the incarnation of Hylia herself. That's a stupid thing as well. There are only 3 golden goddesses, and then all of a sudden Nintendo was, no, actually, there's a 4th one. She was a human, and then she's divine. And it's just, how convenient. Oh, marvelous. Of course it is, because Zelda wasn't special enough. No, now she's a goddess. I mean, I like goddesses. Don't get me wrong. I am a big fan of I'm a very big fan of goddesses. But still. So the title's warranted, but it bloody isn't. She isn't a princess. She should be Goddess Hylia. Or Zelda, Goddess First Class. But no, she isn't. She should just be Zelda. But they've decided no, she's still the princess, even though there's no royal family, and she should be the Poxy Queen. What are they waiting for? Them to rebuild Hyrule Castle before they give her a coronation? She could just be coronated in the ruins. The throne room still exists. The floor has been magically repaired after it collapsed under us. Hylia isn't Zelda. This is true. She is just the reincarnation of the goddess's spirit, as Link is the reincarnation of the goddess's soul, and not the hero's soul. Technically, if you go with the prequel manga, but I don't know if that counts as legitimate. But certainly, Link is the reincarnation of the first Link because of the Curse of Demise. That kind of makes sense. That does make sense within the context of the games. And then you've just got a random. Oh well, no, Zelda's a fact. Why am I so? I'm not sober actually. So there we go. Also, she was princess in other games, so making her queen would be dumb for lore reasons. But it wouldn't, because the king was still alive. Okay, so in Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf kills the king. Zelda goes into hiding as Sheik. Spoilers, by the way. Fair enough. She returns and she is called the Princess Zelda. Why? Because she has not been coronated yet. There we go. Literally at the end of the war, we go to worry about people still calling her the princess? No, of course not. Yeah, okay, maybe she's only queen when she's been coronated. I can sort of see that. But there was no inclination of that in Tears of the Kingdom. It happened after quite a distance of time, and it's just, okay, so why didn't they just... In Twilight Princess, the king is dead. Zelda is locked in a tower. She's not kidnapped, she's a prisoner, and then she dies, and then she comes back. And then after that, she's probably coronated, and she is Queen Zelda. But she is princess throughout that game because she hasn't been coronated yet, because you're in the middle of a war. Or at least an invasion? I suppose an invasion? Siege? Some sort of attack at any rate. Then you've got, the Wind Waker. Bit weird, admittedly. She is Princess Zelda, but technically she's actually Tetra more than Zelda. She is Tetra. She just turns into that's a weird one. I'll gloss over that. But my point still stands, dang it. Oh man, I can't wait for the next installment. The legend of the normal regular person named Zelda, who isn't a princess. She's just called Zelda. Or no, it couldn't be called the Legend of Zelda because it's not the Legend of the Princess Zelda. It's the Legend of Zelda. Zelda is still writing the book. Whether she's a princess or not doesn't matter. She's writing the book. It is the Legend of Zelda. I mean, the Lord of the Rings was about Frodo going to Mordor. He wasn't the Lord of the Rings. It was bloody Sauron. Should have been called the Legends of Frodo at that point. That's a worse title. Lord of the Rings is so much better.
Hobbit makes more sense. It is a story about a hobbit. And the Silmarillion is just a story of the Silmarils and all of the pain and misery caused by them. Where was I going with this? Tears of the Kingdom is stupid. I did like the building mechanic though even that had its stupid moments. Okay, the legend written by the normal regular person named Zelda, who isn't a princess, she's just called Zelda. Now you're just being facetious. And Nintendo fans are still mad Astrobot won. Won what? Game of the year? I mean, I can happily say, yeah, go for it. I've never played Astrobot, but it probably pissed me off less than the Tears of the Kingdom bloody did. That bicycle... For a moment, I thought that bicycle was joining the fight then. Just, did one of the goons turn into a bicycle? Have I been playing this so long that the game's decided to just start throwing inanimate objects at me? You should play Astrobot in Astro's Playroom. Yeah, I might add it as a break game at some point. I need to play more PS5 games, let's face it. We'll get the PS6 before I actually get through to actually playing a proper PS5 game. Well, I played Ghost of Tsushima, Icky Islands DLC in PS5, so that was kind of nice. I'm tempted to go back and play Ghost of Tsushima as well. Oh, that's another game I need to add to the list, isn't it? It's Ghost of Yotai. Not PS5, but I also want to add God of War. Because I have seen clips of it and it does look quite fun. I'm near Bantam. Let's go get drunk. Ghost of Sashimi. No, that's what this game is. Did you... Oh no, you weren't here as we were running around Kamurocho smacking people over the head with a frozen tuna. Not even making that up. We were running around Kamurocho, smacking people over the head with a frozen tuna. Let's have a drink of London. Cool. You know, you're not wrong. Thank you. How close are we to... Okay. Yeah, we'll get this done by the end of the stream. Sorry. Oh ho ho ho. Spawn and I both know that the Queen Valkyrie will break you in the hardest difficulty of God of War. We shall see. Probably, but I'll give it a try all the same. About the Ghost of Tsushima. You're very, 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 very wrong about Zelda. Okay. That's a lot of verys and a lot of capitals. The combat is a big poo sandwich in the Norse God of War games. Is it? Don't know. Never played them. What does that have to do about Zelda, by the way? And the King in Ragnarok, which I fought one of his goons and barely made it through the story mode.
I think I saw a YouTube short of somebody fighting the king, and they killed him in about, like, 5 seconds with, like, a heavy poison build on their axe. Hopefully that makes more sense to you than it did me, but apparently that's a thing that happened. Over the shoulder is not conducive to melee combat. Oh. I don't think have I ever played it? No, Ghost of Tsushima was... Right, no. Was it? No, no, Ghost of Tsushima was third person. I don't think I've ever played a melee combat game where it's over the shoulder. I'm going to be honest with that one. So, yeah, fair enough. We'll see. Eventually I'll get round to playing it and we'll see. Probably not as a break game from this one, since I want to try and get some smaller ones out of the way before I actually crack on with anything larger again. Because, yeah, I've been at this one for nearly a year at this point. But, oh. How did I... That works. Wait, my pick your poison game would be Hades. I know a certain German who would agree. That's another game that I want to play at some point. Actually, oh, give me a second. ABC. I do! I have it on Switch! I've never got it out of the box, but I have it on Switch. So technically I could play Hades, but Hades is a rogue... Wait, no. Does Hades have an ending? Because that's the thing with roguelites. It's a case of if there's no ending, when I jump off it, it's going to be a bit of an issue. In fact, all the Supergiant games. Oh, right, and like, if it's anything like Bastion. I've played Bastion. He means to play Transistor as well. I might have it on Steam. I mean, I could certainly add some I could add Bastion to the list. It's been a long time since I last played Bastion. It does have an ending. Oh, well, if it's got an ending, then that's perfectly fine. So long as I've got a journey then. I mean, technically, we never finished Crypt of the Necrodancer. That's still open. That's technically still an open Let's Play on the channel. I've just considered it a break game, and I never got back to it. Same for Stardew Valley. I started that, and then I played it for a few streams as a break before I started something else that I was waiting to come out, and I never got back to it. But the problem with Stardew Valley is that feels very open-ended, so I'm not entirely sure where we could probably dip in and out of that, unless I say, like, for the next 2 months or something, we're just going to play Stardew Valley, and then cut it off, hard cut it, and then move on to something else. Maybe I should bring Stardew Valley back as a break game. Nothing major, just something we dip in and out of as and when between travels. Does sound kind of nice, I must admit. And I can do stuff offline on it. Melee focused OTSs over the shoulder, I'm guessing. However, it is terrible because A, there's no real way to properly gauge the distance between you and the enemy, so you end up missing a lot. And B, anything that isn't directly in front of you might as well be invisible, making 90% of the screen one big greasy blind spot. A bit like that episode of Top Gear, where Jeremy Clarkson put Vaseline on the camera lens to make a soft focus for his J-turn, which he completely cocked up, but we couldn't see it because he'd smeared Vaseline on the lens. Now back to playing a Sageman. Look, a goon. You did not hit me in the back with a boken. Must be getting close to leveling by now. So any thoughts on the recent Steam hardware announcement? I've not looked too deeply into it, but I mean, I don't blame them.
I mean, SteamOS is currently one of the things that they are putting a lot of dev time into. With the success of the Steam Deck, does not surprise me that they're turning it into a console. I am surprised that they're doing a new VR headset, I'm going to be honest. I kind of want one for work. I don't want one for myself because I don't know when I'd actually use a VR headset, but I kind of want one for work because we currently have the HTC Vive, and that was pretty good. Wanted the Valve Index, couldn't get it, didn't have a staff credit card. If we can find a way to get the new Steam VR headset, very tempted to go for that. It'd certainly give us some brownie points for at least a year when people turn up and we say, we've got this new Steam headset, take a look. Even better if we can get a Steam machine to go with it, because then I don't have to worry about faffing around with Windows 11 and Steam working on the PCs in the space. I can just basically set up the console and say, here is a VR headset, and even better, get some controllers, tell students, this space is now available for you to game. We actually set up a couple of arcade cabinets in the building. Well, I say Pi-cade cabinets, about yay big Raspberry Pi powered things. Bolted them to the desk. Running Pi-cade emulation software. Brilliant success. Plenty of students playing them. Very little damage. One student has decided to make it his life goal to get the top score on Tetris whenever he sees it. Don't blame him, Tetris is fun. So yes, I am kind of curious. I am more curious, however, about them getting the SteamOS working properly. Because if they can get SteamOS working properly and also get a bunch of third-party support like OBS and Steam Deck working in it, not gonna lie, I am kind of tempted to move to it from Windows. Or at the moment, the thing keeping me on Windows mainly is just the support of all the applications I'm currently using. There we go. Was that level 10? That's level 10. And you work where exactly? I work for a university. In Lancashire. He's a senior IT technician at a university. Exactly. Thank you, chat. Right. We have now fully leveled Tomfa by accident. So now we are going to fully level Nunchucks because I'm not looking forward to this actually because Nunchucks are really slow to level. Wood Nunchucks, Twin Nunchucks, Steel Nunchucks, level 4. Do we think this will level faster with Sagema? Kinda curious, actually. But yeah, I'm a senior technician, come server engineer, come techno necromancer at this point. Probably not. No. I'm hoping Sagema is not going to be quite a show. Oh, never mind. Alright, just gonna throw in. Right, items. We can now unlock the twin Hannah, that one. Well, dang! If I saw that, I might have actually went to uni. It depends on what you would have gone to uni for, though. Over the years, I've certainly seen students who are actually generally interested in IT, and then I've also seen students who have basically been sent to university because they like to play the PlayStation, and their parents thought, well, you can go and learn computers. I'd want the system to be smart enough where certain weapon level faster for certain characters, but I doubt that's the case. No, it is not the case. Yakuza 4 did it better. That was basically a case of only certain weapons would work with certain characters. That would have worked much, much better. I'll allow that because that's just a childish word. Yeah, no. Limit the amount of weapon leveling for each character would have been nice, but no. Instead, we've got everyone who has everything, so bollocks to it, we're doing it. Although at the end of the day, as far as I can tell, uni degrees don't count for much anymore. They carry a certain amount of weight, but yeah, I mean, if university's not for everyone, and we certainly need more people to go into physical vocations like joiners and tilers and bricklayers, because they're the people who actually earn the big money, and they're the people who keep the country going. But yeah, IT degrees kind of help going into IT, but I'm doing my part. I'm trying to train the students up on practical skills that I've learnt over the years, but it's quite difficult working from within the system. I keep meaning to set up a blog, to be honest, where I can actually start doing this sort of like these guides where people can tinker with their own home labs, but time is not on my side these days. I would have been absolutely rubbish at IT. Computers scare me. Okay. What was wrong with that message? It had poop in it. The Twitch bot did not like the word poop. It is a disgusting word, but I can't say that it is particularly vile, considering most school children know this word. I believe there is a book about it as well. So, yes. Yeah, learn a trade. Exactly. Yeah, that can go there. Right, we now have no nunchucks. And one level I need to gain. Right. Tell you what, then. What we're going to do is we're going to go down here and hope we don't run into any enemies. Well, it one word and you're fine. You call another word and suddenly you're a filthy mouth. I don't know. The boss is a bit weird sometimes. Not even the boss I programmed, it's the Twitch bot, which admittedly I've set to sort of strict levels, so, well. Oh. That works. We've got a bit of time. No. Question. Do we make more of a start? Okay, I'm going to go and get the nunchucks fixed, but I am kind of tempted to play a bit of Mahjong. At the same time, I'm also not tempted to play Mahjong. Why am I here? Oh. Well done, Ezio. I'm not talking about the bot, I'm talking in general. The ones that are insults I can understand, but what I don't get is that if you use this backwards to refer for thingy, well, for fecal matter, and that's some reason bad, because it's a swear word. Context doesn't matter, it's a swear word. In the eyes of the bot. We're humans, we can understand the context, bots cannot. They struggle. Now, you know what? I'll just keep grinding. Tempted to play Mahjong. I might play Mahjong as Kiryu before we go into the Amon fight, but yeah. No, I get that the bot can't understand. I'll try that again. No, I get it that the bot can't understand context, but I'm talking about the. I'm not talking about the bot. I'm talking about in regular life. Oh, I don't know then. People are weird. Ah, we're still at 23 million. Haha. I won't worry about it anyway. What's it? Sorry, give me a minute. Oh, good. Twitch is bringing in the UK mandatory age verification. Well, thankfully I'm family friendly, so technically I shouldn't be concerned about it, but whatever. Then again, in terms of the games I play, maybe more of an issue. There we go, still Tonfa unlocked. Oh, not Tonfa, still nunchucks unlocked. Yeah, man. Okay, you down first then. I really do not like nunchucks in this game. I'm not going to invoke the rule of bollocks on it because it just annoys me even more where I'm stood there just with, at the end with nunchucks left at 0, but nah, I don't like the nunchucks in this game. Where am I? I am here. Aha! Another goon. Hello. Nope. Good job, Station. Five. Cool. quickly nip into Bantam, resupply ourselves booze. That's fine. Yeah. Then we go down here. Bum bum ba da ba dum bum ba da ba dum bum ba da ba dum ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da 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 da. Yeah, I should have this grilled chicken meal, followed by this beef rice bowl, indeed, with miso soup. Marvelous. And with that, let us... No, actually, I can't do that just yet. First, item box. We no longer need the wood nunchucks or the coat hangers because we're at level 5. So we can use more of the steel nunchucks. Oh. I can also use the sparks, can't I? No, I can't. Not yet. But I can also equip the frozen bananas. Which in fairness are cheaper to repair than the steel nunchucks. And still give me levels. Yeah, we'll use the frozen. There we go. This gives us something to do anyway. Right, and with that, I will get about this next time. So we will do that and do that. Actually, I'll do that first and then last. Oh, this is going to annoy me now. Perfect. That did it. Right, and with that, let's save the game. Saving? Yes. I do indeed wish to save. Save complete. Saving. Save complete. And with this, and with that, and with all things, we will continue this next time. Presented by Sega. Gotoku. There we go. I'll let that intro movie play again at some point. Just not today. And there we have it. Another evening of Yakuza 5 done. And so far we've finished the hammers, we've finished the galley sticks, and we've finished the tonfa on Sageman. We're about we are definitely halfway through the nunchucks on Sageman, which means after the nunchucks, all we have to do is the knuckles, which, like the Cali sticks, will take us all of about 5 minutes, and we get a heat action, so we get more of the completion list done. Awesome. Then after that, we're on to Kiryu. We need to do all the weapons on Kiryu, at least the ones we haven't done already. We've done quite a few, so it should be a smaller list than otherwise, but we'll see. At which point, I might play a bit of Mahjong, and then we'll go and set for the play a bit of Mahjong. Then I need to gear up everyone. Oh no, we also need to... No, before we go back to Kiryu, we need to go back to Shinada and sort out the Umbrella heat action, so that's another heat action off the list. Then we've just got Kiryu to get through his heat actions and all of his weapons. Then I might play a bit of Mahjong just as a bit of a break from the continuous grind of fighting. Then I need to go through all of the characters and set them up with the best gear I can for the Amon fight and a lot of healing items. Then I need to go and start the Ammon fight. Then we need to beat the Ammon clan. Then after that, there is nothing else for us to do apart from the finale. Then after the finale, we have to go into Premium Adventure, finish all the weapon crafting, and probably do the last thing of the Colosseum. That was the wrong button, but you know what? I'm gonna go with it. Anyway, I haven't used that in ages anyway, so can you blame me? It's been a while since we've had a la la la. With that said, if you're new here, hi, I'm Ezio. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you enjoyed what you saw, well, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that follow button, but the decision will always be yours. If you want to catch me live, you can find me right back here on twitch.tv/GodEzio on Saturday at 7:30 UK time, as I am in work on Saturday afternoon, and therefore there will be no stream. But yes, I'll be back here on Saturday evening as we continue our journey through the world of this fantastic game, if not ever so slightly grindy because of the self-imposed rules I've put myself on it through playing it, because I just love it so much that we're spending an extra month doing all the weapon grinding. I do question my sanity sometimes. Not sometimes, quite often, but anyway, we'll keep going, we'll keep doing it, and we will succeed in the end, as we do with these things. But anyway, if you've missed any of these streams, if you want to catch up any of our journeys into the world of this game so far, you can find them all uploaded into the YouTube archives, linked in the panels down below, which I do remind myself need a bit of a refresh. But yes, links in the panels down below containing playlists of every game, every journey, as I call them, that we've ever been here on the channel. And I think that's everything. Everything apart from a thank you to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey this evening. Thank you for joining me as we travel through the world of this fantastic game. And most of all, thank you for spending a little bit of your life here with me here on the channel. It means the world. It always will do. And it always does. Now, let us see if we have enough to pay the good vibes forwards. Maybe? I don't. That's an Excel spreadsheet. That does not help. Thank you, Windows. Yes, actually, just enough. So let us see if there's anyone currently live on the raid list that we can throw the stream over to. Oh, Turbo is live. Oh no. We finishing? Might be finishing up for the evening. And also, it's Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and the last thing I want to do is see any more Tears of the Kingdom. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to call it here. So with that said, with that done, to each and every one of you, may you all have a beautiful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever it is around this whole wide world you are. And as always, until our paths next cross again, the Vortex awaits. And I'll see you all next time. Don't know what I just did there, but you know what? I'm going with it. Anyway, laters.